Hey guys, real quick, I want to talk to you guys before I get popping on the podcast. If you guys know, I teamed up with the Raise Energy Rep Sports, and they have an exclusive deal for you guys, only for you people, for my people, for you lifers, I like to call you guys, Sports with Life podcast followers. If you go to the link in my bio, link in the description, repsports.com, you could go into Raise Energy Drink will send you like an entry level of energy drinks, sleeping powder, energy on the go, pre-workout, and it's free. Only thing you have to cover is shipping. This is about a $50 deal, and they're going to give it to you for free. All you have to do is cover shipping, so go to link in my bio, link in the description. Use code MRAKA, Mr. AKA, MRAKA, and that's the only way you'll be able to get it for free. So MRAKA, code in the description, code in my link in bio, and all that stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Let's get it popping. Hey guys, players, thank you for joining me. Welcome to the Sports Plus Life podcast, episode number 69. Episode 69 of the Sports Plus Life podcast. And I want to start off the podcast by just saying, just thank you. Thank you to the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets playoff run is over, but not without a lot of excitement, not without a lot of hope for the future, and not with a little bit more confidence moving forward as well. Thank you to Denver Nuggets for providing entertainment. This was one of the best Denver Nuggets teams I've seen. I think better than the last time we went to the Western Conference Finals against the Lakers. What was it, 2011, 12 maybe? Is a better team. And I still think we were better than the Lakers. An organization like the Lakers who wanted to speak to the manager of the Karens, if you will, of the NBA, wanted to speak to the manager of the Referees Association or whatever, and begged for more calls. But it's besides the point. Thank you to the Denver Nuggets for just for hope, just for something good to happen in this state, as sports-wise. No matter what happened, even if they didn't make the finals, this was an amazing run. You're talking about going back down 3-1 back-to-back and coming back and winning in Game 7 back-to-back. Something a team has never, ever done. And you sit there in awe and think about, wow, how did they do that? And I'll tell you how he did that. Jamal Murray did that. Jamal Murray became a superstar in the NBA, a superstar. Kids are going to be wanting to buy Jamal Murray, that was a tongue twister, Jamal Murray jerseys. They're going to want to buy Nikola Jokic jerseys, especially for the bigger guys. The bigger guys are going to be like, hey, I could do that. I could pass. It gives them hope. These are good role models. These are good people. Good talent. The future for the Denver Nuggets is bright. Michael Porter Jr. But even Bol Bol showed up in that bubble, and you're like, oh crap, this guy can shoot. How can you guard someone that's almost 8 foot tall and can shoot, can dunk, can rebound, and can dribble up the court? This provides a lot of hope moving forward in the future. So I just want to say thank you to the Denver Nuggets for providing that hope, providing the entertainment, and just being the Denver Nuggets, being resilient, showing that this state isn't a small market state anymore. showing that, you know, you come here, you're not a failure. That was very much a success story. Even if they didn't make it to the finals, it was amazing to see. I mean, they should make a movie out of it. Who does that? Goes down 3-1 and then back to back and then wins in game 7. I mean, just straight up drowning their opponents. And thanks to Coach Malone. Coach Malone did an amazing job. For some reason, a lot of people don't like him. I think he did a great job. I think he's done a hell of a job. Sticks up for his players. Knows his players. Had a good rotation throughout the playoffs. Simply amazing. So thank you to Denver Nuggets. Jamal Murray, Nikolai Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., Gary Harris Jr., Paul Millsap. You definitely wanted to thank Plumlee. Who else? Who am I missing, guys? Plumlee. Grant was a great acquisition during the offseason. I can't think of anything. You guys know me with names. For some reason, I'm just blanking for some reason. Usually I'm an elephant and I remember everything, but thank you. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you for the entertainment. Thank you for everything. It was great. And they helped me fall in love. Not fall in love, but like basketball again. I was excited to watch basketball. And I think next year will be a whole lot different. Honestly, do. I think we need to add one more player. I don't know, someone who can shoot, because our shooting outside of Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic was abysmal. It was bad, especially in this series against the Lakers. And it was just, I mean, Paul Millsap, very inconsistent. Grant took a lot of threes and didn't make a whole lot of threes. Gary Harris Jr. did not show up in that series at all. That's the reality. We're maybe one move away from cracking that Western Conference Finals and going into the finals. I said this. Sports Plus Life Podcast, almost a year to the day, episode number 3. Sports Plus Life Podcast. I said this team is going to be a great team when we're healthy, stay out of foul trouble. And I was right. This team was amazing when they were healthy and when they were on, too. We did this all without Willie Barton, too, a big piece of this Nuggets rotation. And at the end of the day, I think the Denver Nuggets beat themselves. Horrible shooting. It's bad shooting. And just stay. I mean, the foul trouble. Don't get me started on the fouls. But I think we have a bright future. Maybe I don't even know who to add. I don't even want to talk out of my pocket. I have to do some research when the time comes. Maybe next week, maybe next Sports Plus Life Podcast, episode number 70. I will have a better answer for you, but I don't. But anyways, thank you to the Denver Nuggets for everything. They provided great entertainment. It was really cool to watch, especially in a time when, when this is happening. Will I watch the finals? I have no idea, dude. To be honest with you, I don't even know when they start. I'll be honest with you. I just stopped. Let me take a look here. I guess I should look that up. NBA finals. Game 1 tomorrow at 7 p.m. my time. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. It's just really annoying. Honestly, for the sake of the stories, I hope the Heat win. I'm still not impressed with this Lakers team. Call me a homer, call me whatever you want to call me. I'm not impressed with this team. LeBron James and AD carry this team. LeBron James get in the foul line. Okay, I'm not gonna get into it, but you guys, I'm not healthy enough to be talking about this stuff. I don't know. Tyler Hero, the rookie out of Miami, vicious. Obadillo, how do you say his name? Odabio? me take a look here, man. I don't want to mess up the kid's name because the kid's vicious. You know what I'm talking about? The kid is vicious. Where's it at here? Well, let me go here. I had it pulled up. Odubio, Jimmy Butler, Dragic. Who else? Huh? Who else is out here kicking it? Let me go here. Was that one they played? Yes. Adebayo. This team's special, man. And I think, let's say Spoelstra wins this championship. Would you want to start throwing him up there with one of the greats? Should we start throwing him up there in the GOAT category? Phil Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Phil Jackson, Greg Popovich. You know, can we do that? You think we can? I think so. Because he won it with the Heat, I think, twice. And he's going to win it again. If he wins it again with Jimmy Butler, Tyler Herro, let me see. Let me just look over my glasses here. Because I can't really, I don't know what it is with my glasses here. Duncan Robinson. What is he? Free agent, like a D-League player? Tyler Herro. Yeah. Let me see here. They only have, holy shit, they only had like an 8-person rotation last game. This is what they had on Adebayo, Butler, Jimmy Butler, Crowder, Dragic, Duncan Robinson, Hill, Iguodala, and Tyler Herro. Dude, that's ridiculous. I don't know if these guys are hurt because right now I'm looking at no Haslam, no Olenek, no Jones Jr., no Miles Leonard, no Nunn. It's crazy. These guys shot it lights out. That's a good team. I still think they're fortunate to be where they're at, especially given those first two Celtics game in the West Eastern Conference Finals. I might just watch. I mean, like I said, up until the officiating was pretty good. We'll see how it goes this time. I don't want these kids to be screwed because, well, LeBron James is playing. I don't think that's right. I think there needs to be neutral referees. I think there needs to be young. I still believe there still needs to be younger referees because the veterans veteran referees will be like, oh, we'll side with the older players, with the veteran players. If this comes down to anything, it's going to come down to foul shots. Watch and learn what it comes down to. This is going to be a good series, I think. It might be better than what most people think. People are going to think, oh, LeBron James. I was thinking about this. Whoever won the Western Conference Finals was going to win the Eastern, was going to win the whole thing. Only time will tell. You know how we say it here in the Sports Was Life podcast. Oh, my God. Right on cue. Shut up. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what pops off this weekend. In a weekend full of sports, because today's Tuesday, I wanted to record yesterday, but I want to wait till the Monday night game. And I'm glad I did because the Monday night game was amazing. Chiefs beat the Baltimore Ravens. What was the score? I don't even remember. It was like 30-something. Let me pull it up today. NFL, 30-something to 20-something. Dude, I can't remember, dude. I can't even remember. 31. I'm looking at the wrong one. 34-20. By 2 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes is special, man. That team is special. And it's going to be hard to beat that team. They're undefeated. One of the few undefeated teams. What is it? Like Packers, Chiefs, Bills, Seahawks, Bears, Steelers. How the Bears are undefeated, I have no idea. By the way, the Steelers, their combined opponents record 0-9. Giants, Broncos, Houston. 0-9 record. So if you start putting him in your top 5, you got to do a little soul searching there, Chief. I've said it from the get-go. This team is not, I don't think there's anything special about this team. I will say it from the get-go. And they barely even got it done against Houston. 28-21. They barely got it done against the Broncos. 20-26. And what was the score against the Giants? Let me pull this up here real quick. Uncle Edgar's got to pull it up because Uncle Edgar's mind is not right here. Let me see here, right here. 26-16 against the Giants. But okay, hold on. Let me check this real quick because I want to see where they play next. This will say a whole lot more. They play the Titans next. Titans undefeated, I believe, right? They pulled it off against Minnesota. Tougher team. Give the ball to Derrick Henry, and magical things happen. See what happens. If the Steelers beat the Titans, then I'll be a believer. But if they don't, they are who we thought they were, baby. But anyways, we'll move on from the Steelers. I've never been a big Steelers fan. I think it's because Steelers fans like to boast their Super Bowls that they got when there was 10 teams in the league. You won one. What was the last time they won? Was it like 2004 or 5 or something like that? Let's get it together. The Eagles and the Bengals. Well, hold on. First off, let's take a look at something. Uncle Edgar. Go here. I don't even remember who I picked last week, guys. Do you guys remember what I picked? I picked the Bills over the Rams. That happened. Browns over Washington. That happened. Cardinals over Lions. That did not happen. Seahawks over Cowboys. And Packers over Saints. 4-1, baby. Now, so that makes me what? 9-5. If I'm not mistaken. 9-5. I got to put that here. 9-5. For the year. Look at that. 1-4 to start out the week. 4-1 and then 4-1 again. Cardinals let me down from another perfect weekend. I didn't see that happen. K1, Oklahoma, which we'll get to Oklahoma here in a little bit. But K1, Kyle Murray threw like 3 picks. 3 picks. To what Jeff Okudah caught one, I think, maybe 1 or 2. Let me take a look here at the Lions real quick. Let me go back here. Let me go back to, I have notes here, so I got to remember here to go back to it. Where's that? I need to go back and check here. Lions box score. Wait, what is their record? Well, they're 1-2. That was their first win. Oh my God. That's what I wanted to check as a record. Jeff Okudah. Was it TFL mean? 2 fumble losses? What the fuck does TFL mean? Tackles. See, total. What the fuck does that mean? What are you doing? What is this? Jeff Okudah. Where's his interceptions? Oh, here we go. Jeff Okudah had 1. Harmon had the other, and then Jamie Collins Sr. Jamie Collins didn't get ejected last year. That was not good. It was not good on behalf of the Cardinals, who are favorited in their division. Not even in their division. Favorited to go pretty far. That's a tough division with the Seahawks and the Niners, I guess. Niners are somehow undefeated. But they too would be the Jets, Giants. No, they're not undefeated. They lost to the Cardinals. Never mind, I lied. Jets and Giants. Come on, man. By the way, Thursday's game, Broncos and Jets. Gonna break records. Probably the most viewed Thursday night game ever. And somethings. Someone's O has got to go unless you're the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles, or you'll just go into a tie because that means you guys are both that shitty. and you guys are going to tie a game where someone needs to win or should win. God, who's worse out of the two? Like the Broncos, they're riddled with injuries, injuries. Starting cornerback out, starting cornerback out, starting receiver, starting linebacker, starting quarterback. One of your starting running backs is out. Now you got Jarrell Casey out for the year, defensive tackle out for the year. Who else do you have leave? I mean, just so many injuries. And the Giants have Sam Darnold, who is not injured. Le'Veon Bell is out. It's bad. Is Le'Veon Bell? No, he won't come back. I think he's supposed to be on IR. 3 weeks, I believe. But still, this weekend provided a lot of good stuff. Especially if you're a Colts fan. 2-1. Colts are 2-1. Should be 3-0. They dropped the ball the first game against the Jags. And they're just getting better. Colts are getting better. Bengals, I'll be honest, Bengals have a lot of upside. Joe Burrow is legit. You just got to protect the kid. He needs help around him. He needs offensive line help. He might need a better tight end, more receivers. I don't know what's going on with Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon he's signed for the money. You know what happens after the fact. The Bills and the Rams put on the classic. Listen, man, the Bills, Josh Allen's legit. He's legit too. How the Bears are 3-0, I have no idea. Falcons dropped it again. I don't know how the Falcons defensive coordinator still has a job. Straight up. How does that happen? How do you let those two teams, the Cowboys and the Bears, come back on you twice back to back? I don't get it. I do not get it. Buccaneers beat the Broncos 28-10. I mean, not a surprise there. Dolphins on Thursday night. Dolphins beat Minshew Magic and the Jaguars pretty handily. Cam Newton's winning in Foxborough. I'll go over the Raiders. Raiders look bad. They are who we thought they were. There was the Seahawks put it to the Cowboys with the MVP of the league so far, Russell Wilson. And then Saints and Packers. Packers won 37-20, 30. Drew Brees, man, throwing picks, man. That's not good for that team. Drew Brees throws picks. That's not good for the team. He's doing a lot of it. Let me see. How many picks did he throw? Drew Brees threw. I thought he threw a pick. He didn't throw a pick. Maybe there were fumbles? Well, I'm stupid. Let me see here. Fumbles. Where is it? I don't have fumbles here. Sacks, CBs, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, there we go. Recorded a fumble, lost. They had one fumble. I thought they had a turnover. They didn't. Oh, whatever. Either way, Drew Brees is not playing up to par. I don't think so. But let's take a look. So, MVP of the league so far, definitely Russell Wilson. Behind him, Aaron Rodgers. Josh Allen is one of them as well. I had another one. I'm trying to think here. Let me look here. Josh Allen. And no, that's it. Oh, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes after those are the four for MVP. So not a lot has changed other than I think I weeded out a couple. Those are probably your front runners for MVP right now through week 3. Those are your MVPs. That's what Uncle Edgar thinks. Edgar, Mr. AKA Rodriguez. Follow me on Sports Plus Life, Instagram and Twitter. MRAKACO, Instagram and Twitter. And Sports Plus Life YouTube. Holla at your boy. Yeah. Holla at your boy. that was NFL is always a great distraction from everything else that was happening. Denver Nuggets losing, and then also Oklahoma dropping the ball literally to Kansas State. Now, it's 2020. Usually, I would take this so bad. I would take this very bad. I would hide out for a couple days. But it's 2020. I'm numb to this type of stuff. I'm also numb to Kansas State ruining our fucking year every year. Listen, man, Kansas State does this a lot. They do this a lot. From when Bill Snyder was coaching to now. I mean, this is a different team than what we've seen in the past few years because our quarterback is pretty much a freshman. Played a few snaps last year in comfortable situations when we were already up by a few touchdowns. Now down to the nitty-gritty. We beat Missouri State. I hate when we sat there. We beat Missouri State. I'm watching these guys celebrating like they just scored touchdown in the playoffs or in the finals in a championship game because I knew something like this was coming. We are a very young team. Our defense, especially Oklahoma, because I talk Oklahoma, I'm going to talk about Oklahoma because that's my squad. But our defense has always been our issue. Only thing that's gotten us by is that we could win these shootouts because we minimize those turnovers. But we couldn't minimize these turnovers because I think Spencer Rattler, if I'm not mistaken, threw 3 picks. Wow, 3 picks. And I think they were all in like that second half. I know I threw 1 or 2 in the first. But it was bad. Kansas State very seasoned. Stayed composed. We were up. Let me take a look here. If I'm looking at the box score, Oklahoma was what? Kansas State scored 17 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. 21-35. They scored, no. Yes, 21-35 is what the score was going in the fourth quarter. 17 unanswered points to win that game. You turn the ball over like that, you don't take care of the ball, you fumble, that's what's going to happen. It's a young team, man. We don't have that type of leadership that we had the year before. Or the last few years in Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield. We don't have that type of leadership. I mean, if we do, it's going to be Charlie Rambo, very seasoned. Couple returning offensive linemen, but that's it. We don't have the tight end to a Calcaterra, Mark Andrews. We don't have those tight ends to lean off of anymore. We don't have those running backs that we used to have. I think McGowan has played very, very well. We need to give him the ball a little bit more. But it is what it is. 2020, you can't hurt me anymore. You cannot hurt me anymore. The only thing that will hurt me more than this is we lose to Texas. Nothing. You're not going to be able to hurt me. But bottom line, take care of the damn football. We're going to win these football games. Plain and simple. Spencer Rattler is a talent, man. The kid can run. The kid can throw. He just got to keep his composure and make better throws. Offensive line has to protect better too. A lot of things to work on. 2020 can't hurt me anymore. The only thing that was making me feel good was watching Texas lose. Ended up making the comeback against Texas Tech. I don't know what Texas Tech was doing. They should have won that game. Dropped the ball. Ruined my weekend. LSU, the defending champions, went down as well. I was trying to watch that game, but I was watching Texas lose, and I bet they didn't lose. Alabama came back, won 38-19. Georgia won 37-10. Florida won 51-35 of Ole Miss. Mississippi State beat LSU 44-34. Auburn beat Kentucky. I thought that was going to be more of a banger than it was. It really wasn't. Texas Tech came back and won in overtime, 63-56. I'm not impressed at that. I'm not impressed with Texas. I saw that. Oh, we can beat that team. But remember, 2020, you can't hurt me. Miami, the turnover chain, beat the brakes off Florida State. There is one team I want to talk about. Oklahoma State beat West Virginia, blah, blah, blah. Tennessee won against South Carolina, 31-27. There is a team I want to talk about. The Louisiana Raging Cajuns are 3-0. They have a number 19, and the way things are going, they could crack number 10 here very soon. That is, they go out there. Who they beat the first game? They upset the Raging Cajuns. Beat Iowa State. They beat Iowa State. Dude, that's like a feel-good type story. I mean, the way things are going, you're going to see probably more upsets than usual. I'm do some digging. I don't know how the Big Ten conference is going to look like. A lot of teams are coming back to play. I don't know how the Big Ten. I don't even think Pac-12 is coming back to play. I haven't heard anything. But sports in general did not fail to disappoint. Fun weekend. Fun, and I don't even think I put this on my list. I didn't. There was UFC fights this weekend. I was drowned out by some other stuff. There's UFC fights this weekend. But, and I think I know why I drowned it out, because main event was trash. But let me finish. NCAA football always brings the heat. This is so exciting. The kids get to play. A lot of these people get to make names of themselves that usually don't have the ability to make names of themselves. And with the whole being able to profit off your name thing, being able to make money in college looming nationwide, it's a good thing. It's a good thing for a lot of these guys. Also make names of themselves. They're doing it, man. They're really doing it. This weekend, there was UFC fights. And I think I went 2-3 in my picks. What the hell is this? Accept. Let me pull it up. The main event, Adesanya versus Paulo Costa. It was trash. It was bad in the sense that all this hype, all these hype videos, all this results in what? Adesanya knocking out Costa in like second round with like very minimal punches being thrown. I don't know what Costa was doing. Costa was eating these leg kicks, and you could tell they were hurting. Slowed him down right away. He was like, oh yeah, kick me. Just keep kicking me. And this went exactly how I knew it was going to go. If you guys listen to the last podcast, which I say that a lot, listen to my damn podcast because I say some shit. Paulo Costa shouldn't have been here. He didn't deserve this. He didn't deserve this championship match, but he's here. He didn't deserve it. He was trash. I don't think he should have gotten. He should have gotten. I didn't think Yoel Romero got it. This division's just trash. It's just a bad division. And I think that's why I wasn't excited for it in the first place. Costa's trash. Romero's doesn't have it anymore. We're going to throw Whitaker in there again. Who else? Who else can you throw in there? You know who you can throw in there? Will make an impact right away? Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat Chimaev. I'll smash him, bro. Give him to me. Give me the skinny guy, he tweeted. I'm ready to smash, bro. It doesn't matter. I'll fight in an hour. I want to see that. You have to do that. You have to make that happen at 185 pounds. No, there's no other fight for Adesanya to make other than him or John Jones. And by the way, Adesanya, you said 2021 coming up very fast. 3 more months. Wait, 3.5. Yeah, almost 3 months. October, November, December, January. 3 months. 4 months. Whatever. 2021 is coming up. Time to put up or shut up. And I think by December, why not? Because, you guys, I'll smash them. I love that. I love that idea. Khamzat Chimaev. Chimaev. It was trash. That's why I sat there and watched it and I was like, what's Costa doing? He's not throwing any punches. He's not throwing anything. And he could land on him. That's the problem. He's just sitting there talking all this shit. Ends up beating all his leg kicks. All of a sudden, boom, you're on the ground. Fight night's over. You're getting humped. It was just bad, dude. I don't know what the fuck that was. That's probably why I didn't even remember it. I didn't think. I'm like sitting here like there's something else popping off and I just can't remember. Dominic Reyes versus Jan Blachowicz. Jan Blachowicz put the hands on Dominic Reyes. Second round knockout. Jan the Polish Hammer. Dude, I was impressed. I knew this fight was pretty tough. I picked Dominic Reyes to win the fight. But because Blachowicz does show some inconsistencies, but he can knock people out. Like he did against Luke Rockhold. He did the same thing against Dominic Reyes. Put him out. I mean, just the Polish hammered him. It was so cool to watch I like the Jan Blachowicz. He just called out DC Cormier. DC Cormier talking on the side of his mouth. He's like, come on, fat boy. Put up or shut up. What's up? But listen, that's DC's job now. He's all mouth now. So he has a podcast. He has a little show with the Ariel Helwani. He does commentating. That's what he does. So guys, but also that 205-pound division. Like, what do you got there? Let me take a look here. Hold on, everyone chill. Let me open this in a new tab here, guys. Everyone relax. John Jones. Where's Jan Blachowicz? There he is. Oh yeah, you have Glover Teixeira versus Thiago Santos. That's fight supposed to be third time's a charm. Let's see if that happens. Jiri Prochazka, remember him? Is he Czech Republic? Let me take a look here. You don't tell me. Jiri Prochazka, dude. When's he fighting next? What is that? Czech? I can't tell the flag. I think it's Croatian or something. They have their flags usually around here. Rakic, remember him? He's the one who just beat Anthony Smith. That's really about it, though. I mean, I think you need to add more new blood there. It's almost as bad as the 85, but it's like, I mean, it's kind of hard because John Jones just cleared that division out. The same thing with what Anderson Silva did. It's just like, who's next? Like, you have to move up or down to get these type of fights. So that's what John Jones is doing. But other than that, we'll see what happens. I mean, both the divisions are in limbo. It's really weird for me because you're going to have a lot of up-and-comers we're going to have to fill in. Hazmat Kiamiv. I'm sure Dana White, if he wins his next fight, whoever that is against, I think it's supposed to be Damian Maia. You can see that happening. I can see that happening. I don't think Dana White's scared to pull the trigger. I'll smash him, bro. I'll smash him. The fight of the night was Kai Kara France versus Brandon Royval. Brandon Royval, man. I did not see this coming. I picked France to win this fight. Brandon Royval from Denver, Colorado, repping. Every card has someone from Colorado. I want to throw that out there. And he goes out there and beats Kai Kara France. Tough fight. He ended up getting dropped in the first round. And when he got up, he threw a spinning back fist or spinning elbow and put hands on Kai Kara France. Finished him with a guillotine, I believe. Other than that, not a whole lot of... I didn't even watch the prelims. Oh, I did. I did watch that Brad Riddell versus Alex Silva fight. Good fight. Diego Sanchez got mauled by Jake Matthews. It wasn't a really exciting... Dude, Diego Sanchez looks old, bro. Old as fuck. I didn't really watch a whole lot other than that. Weird card. I don't even know what's next. Holly Holm versus Irene Aldana from Mexico. One to watch right there. That was it. I told dude, I have notes here, and I didn't even put that on there. I didn't even put that in there. 1 second. I'll be back. Oh my god, I'm still getting. I remember, you guys, I was sick last week, so I'm still got this weird runny nose, but I'm fine. But yeah, that was it. Yeah, UFC wasn't that impressive. I don't know if Bellator popped off this weekend. Taking a look at my notes here. Tampa Bay Lightning win the Stanley Cup last night. My fantasy, I went 1-2 this weekend. Almost came back in 2 of them, but no, actually, 1 wasn't even close. In 1 league, I almost came back and I had like 5 people out. I won 1 comfortably. That was it. Fantasy, I love it, man. I love it. DraftKings was not that good to me. Again, I don't know where I keep going wrong there. I don't know. Well, not Premier League. One last sports thing related. Manchester United won 3-2. Manchester United awarded a penalty after the final whistle was blown. Never seen anything like that, but it was the right call. Dude had his hand up, went off his hand. Then they started going after the referee like they didn't hit the post 6 or 7 times. So I don't know why you're going after the referee making the right call. You should be going after your teammates for not hitting the goal. Well, not hitting the net. They hit the goal. They couldn't hit the net. But still, Manchester United have a lot to work on. They still need to buy players here. I don't know what's going on. We got to buy players. I didn't like that they pulled Paul Pogba for Fred. I think Paul Pogba works hard, makes a better difference than Fred did, because that's when they came back. We were up 2-1. Why pull Paul Pogba? Put Van der Beek in. And if you're going to put anyone, put Van der Beek in. You can make a difference. I don't get it. We're kind of in like, I don't know where we're at. Remember, 2020 can't hurt me. 2020 cannot hurt me. Everton won 2-1 against Crystal Palace. Dominic Calvert-Lewin tied for first with Jamie Vardy on top of the goals list with 5. Dude, that's a surprise right there. Calvert-Lewin. I think the addition of James Rodriguez is helping him out very well. Richarlison is up there playing very well up top with them. This is a scary team. I think Everton are top of the table, right? Tables. It goes Leicester, Liverpool, Everton, Aston Villa, Arsenal in 5th. Crazy. We'll see how this holds up. This is only 2 games in, 2 games in for a couple teams, 3 games in total, 3 weeks in total. What do I say here? Only time will tell. Premier League was very, very fun this weekend. It's always good to watch Premier League. It's definitely a change of pace because I wake up early, man. I woke up at 5:30 Saturday morning. People are like, "Oh, you're crazy." I don't give. I don't give a. I know I'm crazy. I wouldn't be talking in this mic if I wasn't crazy. But yeah, besides that, sports, blah blah blah. A couple things I want to talk about, and I won't need this, my laptop, because and this one's sports related, kind of isn't, but there is video or pictures floating around of Delonte West panhandling. If you guys remember Delonte West, I think he played with Jameer Nelson, if I'm not mistaken. Was it St. John's or Temple? I can't remember which one it was. Ended up getting drafted. I think played with the Cavs, LeBron and them. Suffered from bipolar disease. Got into drugs, I think. And now he's been panhandling out in Dallas. He's bad shape. There's that video of him getting beat up, knocked out, or something like that. Has needed help for a while. Well, over this weekend, Mark Cuban, owner of the Dallas Mavs, was like, I can't sit back and watch this. Went and found Delonte West, picked him up, put him up in a hotel, and reunited him with his family, if I'm not mistaken, and offered to pay for his treatment. And this is class act. Class act from Mark Cuban. I mean, just amazing. That's so cool of him to do. it's sad when these type of things happen. I mean, you have a guy who's made a lot of money and it went to drugs, lost it all, didn't get the right help, probably didn't have the right people around him. Just be honest, did not have the right people around him. And this is how you end up. Should be a hard lesson from anybody, really. You have to have the right people around you. And I don't think he did. Whether it be family, now family wants to reunite with him and help him out and do this and do that. Hopefully he'll get the help he needs. Hopefully this Mark Cuban, Mark Cuban, people look at him like a dick. You see him on Shark Tank, But when this whole pandemic happened and the league shut down, he wasn't worried about the players. He was worried about the people, the vendors. People do, the vendors, people do the concessions, tickets, ushers. He was worried about those people. And he wanted to put together a package for them to be paid or compensated during all this. That's what he's worried about. He's a good dude. Just because he's one of the top 1% doesn't make him a bad dude. Like you see these other people. There's a lot of bad people out there. I'm sure he actually, unlike a lot of people, he pays taxes. I'm sure he pays more than $750 worth of taxes. But it's a great gesture from someone like Mark Cuban, an owner who he played under the Mavericks, Delonte West, and he was like, I just can't do this. I can't sit back and watch this. And he's doing something about it. I'm sure, and a lot of people have offered their help, but I don't think people planned on it like this. A lot of NBA people have been like, he wants help. I got him. A lot of people try to help him, probably reaching out. Mark Cuban actually said, hey, get your ass in my Lambo and I'm going to get you help. Like, that's it. That's enough, dude. You need help. I've been there. I've been in, I've had people come to me and help in this situation. It's weird. It's just like, it's very off-putting. Someone who, if you know him for a long time, gets ruined by drugs, gets ruined by alcohol. It's very, I don't know how to explain it until you've actually gone through it. It's just a little bit draining, even though like I haven't made contact with this person in a long time. I can see how it's going to be very draining for the family. But you can help people who need that, who deserve that type of help. There's hotlines out there. I don't have the number readily handy, but I could probably post it here. People need help with drugs. Rehab, suicide, everything. Mental health is a disease, and a lot of people aren't fortunate enough to, like myself, I'm very mentally strong. I've said this before on the podcast. A lot of people aren't that fortunate. So they need help. And Mark Cuban, hats off to Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban's a lifer. I'm giving the award back out. I had to go back through who I want. I think James Krause, Angela Overkill, Weili Zhang, and Joanna Champion, Dana White. A lot of MMA fighters now. Mark Cuban. So thank you, Mark Cuban. That's good stuff. And look at it. Look at what happened. Mark Cuban doesn't bring these cameras out. Mark Cuban doesn't say, here, follow me. I'm going to go help Delonte West. Let's put this as good content. No, it was just Mark Cuban. Puts him in his Lambo and said, let's go. You need help, brother. You need help. I got you. We need more of that. Last thing. I think I'll wait on the last thing. I want to talk about Joe Rogan podcast, Joe Rogan, Spotify, and all this stuff. So we'll talk about that next time. But we'll end on that. We'll end on Mark Cuban helping Delonte West and a little bit of feel good. A lot of other stuff to talk about. A lot more stuff to talk about. But right now, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you made it this far, appreciate it. Share, like, hit the buttons, hit the bells, hit the thumbs. Tell your friends and family about it. Also, before I leave, I want you guys to go to Raise Energy Drinks. And it is, let me give you the website. It's Red Sports, I believe, REDD. God damn it, I'm so bad at this. I am so bad at this. They have a special going on right now. Where's my emails? Where'd it go? Rep Sports. Sorry. REPP and then go ahead and use my code MRAKA for discounts. And it'll help your boy out in the long run. Help your boy out right now as we speak. They are doing a special. Link will be in my bio. A kind of intro package to Raise Energy, which will be free to you. The only thing you have to cover is the shipping. Link will be in my Instagram bio and all those other bios. So MRAKA for your energy needs. I'll let your boy. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sports with Life podcast. Follow me on Sports with Life, Instagram and Twitter. MRAKACO, Instagram and Twitter. Sports with Life with YouTube. Twitch is kind of on the back burner, but my new season, my Call of Duty Modern Warfare is out now. I'll let your boy. You'll see me. I'll stream this week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you guys. And take care of each other. Don't forget to vote. Let's make a change this November. We're literally almost a month away. So register to vote in your state. There's many ways to do it. And let's get it popping. All right. Love you guys. Thank you guys again for tuning in. And I will see you guys. Sports Life podcast episode number 70. Later. I hope my mic was on.